Amanda stood tall, led the NHS through the storm. But MP said she lacked the drive, couldn't reform. Richard by her side, 3 years in the chair. Now they're both stepping down, leaving the NHS bare. Here comes the change, the winds of fate. Amanda, Richard, John, it's time to vacate. The slow, painful speed of change John couldn't bear. Now they're all moving on, leaving the NHS in despair. John Quinn, the CIO, fought the digital fight, but the slow pace of change kept him up at night. He tried to keep the spirit alive through the merger and more, but now he's stepping down, can't take it anymore. Here comes a change, the winds of fate. Amanda, Richard, John, it's time to vacate. The slow, painful speed of change John couldn't bear. Now they're all moving on, leaving the NHS in despair. MPs grilled Amanda, said she lacked the drive to reform the NHS, to keep it alive. Richard's tenure saw the NHS through tough times, but now they're stepping down, leaving behind their rhymes. Here comes a change, the winds of fate. Amanda, Richard, John, it's time to vacate. The slow, painful speed of change John couldn't bear. Now they're all moving on, leaving the NHS in despair. West Streeting stepped in with a plan so bold to cull the NHS, take control and hold. He saw the inefficiencies, the teams that overlap. Now he's cutting jobs, merging roles, closing the gap. Here comes the change, the winds of fate. Amanda, Richard, John, it's time to vacate. The slow, painful speed of change John couldn't bear. Now they're all moving on, leaving the NHS in despair. Streeting's power grab, reshaping the scene, with Jim Mackey by his side, a new regime. Centralised procurement, a leaner NHS. Wes is taking charge, cleaning up the mess. Here comes a change, the winds of fate. Amanda, Richard, John, it's time to vacate. The slow, painful speed of change John couldn't bear.